Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody. It's your boy Chocopie. Ooh, it's cold, man. I prayed today, and I asked the Lord, before we do another morning thoughts from a nobody, part 25. And it's the 25th of December. Who could have made it work like this? I don't know. Anyways, I asked the Lord, let me figure out some things that are cheery, huh? Lord, put some things in my head to speak that is cheerful. We'll see if that actually happens. Like I said, we don't know when we read it. Yes, I've read this Bible front to back one time, and I've read Proverbs a lot, but I still don't know what the heck is in which I don't memorize good. All that to say is, I like speaking, I like talking and yapping, and I have a bunch of stories, man. So let's see how it goes today reading Proverbs 25. And it is the book of wisdom. And I will always say this, just in case this is your first video, you don't have to be no Christian to get wisdom from this book, especially Proverbs. It's a book of wisdom made by King Solomon, a king. If you want to follow anyone's direction, it would be someone that was a king, right? And had millions upon millions, no, probably billions of money back then. Who knows? Anyway, let's go. There are also Proverbs of Solomon, which men of the Hezekiah king of Judah copied. It is the glory of God to conceal a matter, but the glory of kings is to search out a matter. Oh. As the heavens for heights and the earth for depths, so the heart of kings is unsearchable. Take away the dross from silver, and it will go to the silversmith for jewelry. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne will be established in righteousness. Do not exalt yourself in the presence of the king, and do not stand in the place of great. For it is better that he say to you, come up here, than that you should be put lower in the presence of the prince, whom your eyes have seen. That's an interesting one. I'm just going to read it again. Verse 7, for it is better that he... from verse 6. Do not exalt yourself in the presence of the king, and do not stand in the place of the great, for it is better that he say to you, come up here, than that he should be put lower in the presence of the prince whom your eyes have seen. Oh, interesting. I kind of get what that means. Can't explain it well, so I'm going to move on. Do not go hastily to court, for what will you do in the end when your neighbor has put you to shame? Debate your case with your neighbor, and do not disclose the secret to another, lest he who hears it exposes your shame, and your reputation be ruined. Ooh. You know what? Reputation some people, especially in this city, man, reputation, it almost seems like it don't matter to them whatsoever. I live in a city with meth heads, crackheads, junkies, who also is an addict, right? But also a business owner. Now, yes, I'm on doctor's medications, and but still, I can understand them. But man, at that point, they're like me in high school, complete no disregard. So that's kind of hard. I don't think they would mind going to court, to be honest. It is funny when you think about this. Debate your case with your neighbor, and do not disclose the secret to another. Yeah, it's always better. You know, in Korea, it's different. I didn't know this, but in Korea, if y'all real Koreans tell me if, correct me, go ahead. But this is what my brother-in-law told me. Before I went to Korea, he got in Microsoft, where he used to work, in his amazing building. Dude, those corporate Microsoft, Google, he worked at Google too. It was amazing, dog. Anyways, sorry, that's under my... He wrote on a whiteboard, because my sister before, he didn't really know me that well. And I guess my sister told him, oh, my brother's so crazy. My brother's so crazy. I'm worried about him when he goes to our wedding. But she was right, because I got into a fight when I went to Korea and got my nose broken. Anyways, besides that point, he's telling me the do's and not of Korea. And he's saying, Korea, if you get into trouble, you can negotiate right then and there with the person before any police is involved. And you can pay them off. Or you could go to the police and decide together, hey, I'm going to pay him off. Now, I don't know if it works for everything. You know, if you murdered someone, I don't think you can do that, right? But like if you get into a fender bender or maybe even a fist fight, I think, he told me that, hey, you're going to have to pay for reputations or, darn it, I don't know that word. You got to pay, right? But that's different in America, right? Whether or not you get into a fight in America and the police sees you, you're both going to jail, or the person who started is going to jail regardless. It don't matter if you say sorry or I'm going to pay you. But in Korea, it's different. And I think China's kind of similar because you see these people jumping in. Go look up Chinese people jumping in front of cars. They don't do that in Korea, but they do it in China. And that's always because the laws are made in a way where people will take advantage of it. But as for Korea, yeah, I just find it funny. I don't know if there's anything with this verse, to be honest, but let me read this again. Do not go hastily to court, for what will you do in the end when your neighbor has put you to shame? Right. Debate your case with your neighbor. Do not disclose the secret to another, lest he who hears it exposes your shame and your reputation be ruined. You know, there's a lot of things I've done wrong in my life. And a lot of times I've learned how to say sorry and genuine. I know I say sorry a lot, but every time it's been genuine. I don't like to be a fake person. But that has saved me from a lot of heartache. I mentioned a fictional story, right? About something with my strap a couple videos back. And in that story, like so, if I did not humble myself at that moment real quick and change the vibe and the tempo, your boy fictionally would have been in prison, baby. I don't know for how long. But boy, oh boy, I might have been holding someone's pocket. And for those of you guys that don't know what that means a jail term for being someone's baby girl. I was going to say the other way. You hold they put their little pocket outside, and then you're like, and they want you to grab it. If you've seen, what's that? Prison Break? You'll know what that is. And for me, who's been a little jailbird, I know what that is. It don't happen in jail. It don't happen in county. It does happen in prison. So don't go there. Anyways, I'm sorry. That went off on a weird little funny tangent. Let's go. Number 11. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in settings of silver. Like an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, it is a wise rebuker to the obedient ear. Like the cold of snow. Wow, huh? I did not know I was going to say this. Like the cold of snow. It's snowing right now today, and it's Christmas, baby. Like the cold of snow in the time of harvest is a faithful messenger to those who send him. For he refreshes the soul of his masters. Whoever falsely boasts of giving is like clouds and winds without rain. Wow. You know, I was just talking to my wife about this yesterday. I don't even know if, dude, I was helping somebody yesterday. Just a guy that needed help, right? I usually do that. And it's not me, trust me. I don't like wasting my money. I like doing these things. It's just I feel this urge of God. And literally, if I took a left turn or a right turn, this is what decided my fate of meeting this man yesterday. But when I met this man, now that I'm streaming, right, I was like, oh, this is already what I do. Maybe I should TikTok stream this because I know people like to see people doing nice things, and I'm genuinely doing this as a nice person. But then I also realized, dude, then that's me gaining something, right? That takes all that BS of me wanting to help out of the goodness of my heart out the window. And I'm not speaking for others that makes these kind of those kind of videos, right? Helping people, okay? I talked to my wife about it. Expressed my feelings about those videos. She said, hey, it could spread kindness to others. And you know what? That is right, and it does. I believe it does. But for me, I'm not going to be doing that. Because I know that if I get into that mode, even if it's a part of who I am as a character trying to help people, it's going to make my ego and pride go up. So I can't risk it, baby. Even for the biscuit, bro. That's from my friend Robert. Anyways, let's move on. We got 1 minute left. By four long barons, a ruler is persuaded, and a gentle tongue breaks a bone. Ooh. A gentle tongue breaks a bone. Anyways, we're almost out in a minute. It's Christmas, people. You have a Merry Christmas.